first day?
I thought the effort, the enthusiasm was good and stuff. You know, a lot of installation and trying to rep a lot of guys out there. You play 44 guys at one time, so there's a lot of coaching going on, and you know, a lot of corrections have to be made, obviously. But that's what spring ball is about.
A lot of new coaches, new players, it's kind of a new energy a little bit.
I tell you what, the defensive field, I was pleased with what I saw as far as a coaching instruction going on, and more important, the coach attitude that the players had, I thought was outstanding. So we'll continue to work on that as installation gets a little stickier. We'll see what happens from there.
Let's talk about Blake Bortles a little bit. Obviously, it's a different spring for him. You know, entering it as the #1 guy there.
Well, I haven't made any decisions on that yet. Blake has to earn the job like everybody else, and you know, last year's over. He has the first rest because he's back from last year. But again, I think he's going to be evaluated in practice, just like everybody else is, and that's their job to get better in the spring and be the #1. Not today, but on April 16th when we finish everything, looking at everything.
Murray be that every down back for you guys?
He could be. He'll play some tight end, some H and stuff, be a third down guy. And you know, obviously, there's some of the guys catching your eye at Jones, and you can see the juice there. But you know, they're all going to be evaluated. I think without pads on, I think they just try and get reps in today and hit the right landmarks and be in the right stances and stuff of that sort. And working hard on ball fundamentals, really. And you know, obviously the center quarterback snap got to continue to improve. I mean, a lot of thirds and fourths put the ball on the ground too much.
Did you see the kind of gains you wanted to out of the weight room? Did you see
we made great gains in the off season. Probably you'd have to talk to the weight coaches, but you know what I got back from the weight coaches as far as how they tested out, we're way past last year's strength gains, and normally the big gains are made from April through July when they're in the true conditioning period. So we made really good gains for the couple of months we were in January and February, and we just need to continue that. And then we're going to continue to lift 3 days a week during spring ball, and that's one more than I usually do. We got a lot of young kids that need to maintain their strength.
It turned out to be a good thing, I guess, in some ways, that Brandon Alexander got a lot of experience last year. You know, now throwing in there, he's the first string guy.
Well, again, I haven't made any first strings or anything, but I think they all have opportunities. And I think until you start scrimmaging and you get a couple of them under your belt, you really don't make any decisions. You'd like to see some others come on, and you know, I think you're only as good as your competition. So I always like to keep competition at all the positions.
What day do you go shells and then pads?
Well, we're the first 2 days you have to be no pads, okay. And then Saturday will be full pads.
Okay.
And then usually every other day we're in shoulder pads and girdles, and we do the same things every day. So it's really full pads.
You scrimmage a little bit Saturday?
We'll segment scrimmage, which will mean different segments will be scrimmaging, but it won't be a full-scale scrimmage. No.
Okay. A couple guys not listed on the roster: Jose, Chris Martin. Are they?
Chris Martin and those Arias have been suspended for the spring. Again, I'll reevaluate that after the spring with them. And Jose is basically no longer on the team due to disciplinary actions.
Joey Grant seemed to step up in the offensive line.
Yeah, I think it's a good move there. I think that's he's a good kid, a good player, and I think he has a better shot at helping us on offense. But you know, it's first day, so there's a lot of evaluation that still has to take place.
Anything else? Thank you.